Chapter 6. New Orders.
Healers, gather the injured. My guard, with me. Let's take out the rest of the enemies. I'll assume that they don't want to join us. We'll claim our new land later. Nibiri, you're on healing duty as well.
Gasha ordered as she mounted her horse and vanished into the woods. Nibiri walked over to Yada and kneeled down. They looked at each other, and it was almost as if they read each other's mind. Nibiri nodded his head, and Yada did the same.
Okay, Nibiri, help me up.
One of the healers asked Yada if she needed help on her way, to which she replied,
Help the others.
Yada walked the entire way to the healing tent. She was incredibly durable. She then went to Elena's side as Nibiri helped carry a young man with a stomach wound and joined the rest of the healers. Elena was laying on a bed with a healer attending to her.
What is that?
Elena asked the healer. It is a mixture of herbs and liquid from a plant that Nibiri gave us. We grow it here now. It's called the Rafa plant. It clots the blood and speeds up the healing process slightly. I will place the mixture inside your wound and bandage it. The mixture will dissolve in your body. Yada laid on her stomach and asked a woman to remove the arrows from her back. The woman removed the arrows one by one. Yada had an incredible pain tolerance. She barely made a sound, only scrunching up her face when the arrows were removed.
How are you, Elena?
I'm fine. How are you still walking? And why are the arrows not protruding from your chest? They didn't even go halfway through your body.
The blood of 21 generations of two parents with at least one dunamis each flows through my veins. My strength and durability are from my father. Command over the wind is the dunamis that is passed down through my mother's blood. Our command of the wind varies from person to person. That, along with my sword style. We start learning it before we are able to walk. These two I received from my mother. That is all, child.
Normally, I don't let anyone call me child, but I don't mind you doing it. I'd rather you not, though.
Very well. I'll try my best to remember that.
Thank you for saving me back there.
My pleasure.
Yada, you seemed to enjoy fighting when you sparred with Gasha. You were smiling, but you looked sorrowful during the battle with Clan Micah.
I've devoted years of intense training to the art of the sword. I'm good at it, and I enjoy it, but I detest killing. Even if they are evil men. I wield my sword to defend life. I would have rather not killed any of them, but if I wouldn't have done so, I would be dead, and the people I care for would have followed.
As the two women talked, Nibiri healed Aaron on the other side of the tent.
You fought bravely as usual, Aaron. You are as crazy as Yada on the battlefield.
They both laughed.
Your men are capable as well. Your clan is lucky to have you.
We are all lucky to have you, Nibiri. Your influence is always felt, and will be felt for many generations to come.
Kind words from a kind man. A very large, strong, kind man. A man who grabbed a sword of lightning with his bare hand. You're full of determination, my friend. That was a fight for the ages. People will sing songs about you two squaring off.
Aaron just grinned.
Let's go see what Yada and that rebellious child of mine are up to.
Aaron and Nibiri came to Yada and Elena's beds. Nibiri kneeled down and placed his hands on Elena's wounds. She felt the warmth coming from them, and her wounds began to heal before her eyes until they were completely closed. He did not say a word to her. Elena wanted to apologize for her words earlier, but could not bring herself to do so. Nibiri turned to Yada and placed his hands on her.
I'll be fine, Nibiri. You have used a lot of your strength. You should rest.
Are you well enough to leave for a 3-day journey and fight if needed?
Why?
I need you to meet Cal.
Just me? Where will you be? Can I take Elena with me?
Gasha and I will be speaking with Galt.
Aaron grabbed Nibiri's shoulder. Is my clan in danger?
Cal is taking an old, little-known route in order to avoid the main road, but danger is a possibility, so I'd feel better with Yada there.
Aaron nodded and said, "Okay."
Fine then. Can I not take Elena with me? Are you worried about her safety with me?
Yada said with longing in her eyes.
No, never. There's no one I trust more than you. I know you'll protect her.
Then what is it?
He doesn't trust me.
You can take her if you want to. Besides, she doesn't have to answer to me.
Elena sat up in her bed.
If you don't trust me, then just say so. Don't cower down behind Yada's words.
Gasha had just entered the tent and was upset at what she heard.
Did I not tell you never to talk to Nibiri that way?
Gasha yelled as she approached Elena. Yada stood up to stop Gasha, then looked at Elena and spoke.
Nibiri is far from a coward. However protective you believe Gasha to be of him, I am twice worse. Now let Nibiri speak for himself.
Everyone looked at Nibiri as he spoke calmly.
I told Yada that you don't have to answer to me, simply because you do not. You, with your own mouth, said that I wasn't your father and that you would never call me father. Why would you be required to listen to someone who isn't your father? More importantly, there is a war brewing, and Gasha and I need to speak with Galt. We also need to help Aaron and his clan relocate and assist Gasha as well as her people. Then we have Michelle's wedding in 2 weeks. While there, I have to update the king and queen on the situation. Our entire world is about to change for the worst, so I will not sit here and argue about trust that has not been earned. I'll be outside. Gasha, please let me know when you are ready to leave. Yada, you should leave as soon as you are able. Do you need me to heal you?
No, Nibiri. Save your strength. I'll manage.
Thank you.
Can everyone give me a moment with Elena?
Gasha asked.
I'll be tending to my horse when you're ready, Elena. Try not to be too long, Gasha. We're riding as soon as you are done.
The rest left. Gasha stood with her hand on her hip and spoke sternly to Elena.
I have no problem with people speaking in a bold manner to Nibiri. I do it all the time. I just kicked him in his chest and choked him 2 hours ago. And don't get me started on what Yada does to him. We mess with him all the time. We give him bruises and we even draw blood at times, but we never disrespect him. You may think he is weak, but you'd better pray to the King of Heaven himself that you never make an enemy out of him. He is kind, patient, caring, wise, and many other pleasant things. But don't let all of those things deceive you. He is to be feared by his enemies. And so am I.
Gasha walked away and commanded her warriors.
If she does not leave my land in the next several minutes, tie her to that bed and beat her until she falls unconscious, and repeat until I return.
Gasha walked up to Yada and told her the order she'd just given her guards, and left to find Nibiri. Yada immediately fetched Elena. Elena didn't put up a fight. She didn't argue or protest in the slightest.
Okay, I'll gather my things and meet you at the road. Can you grab a horse for me?
Elena grabbed her supplies and wrote a message for Rosh. It read,
Clan Gasha and Clan Aaron have joined forces to resist Clan Galt and his allies. Clan Gasha has strong allies in Nibiri and Yada. As you may know, Yada relinquished her position as princess and is supporting Nibiri. These two assisted Gasha and Aaron in a battle against Clan Micah. Micah was soundly defeated. Nibiri and Gasha will meet with Galt. I do not know the goal of the meeting. Yada and I are headed to meet Gasha's brother and the rest of Clan Aaron, and return to the land of Gasha. We are taking the southern road that you are familiar with. I will await further orders.
She then met up with Yada, and the two headed east. Soon after they started riding, Elena took a dagger with the message wrapped around it and tossed it into a tree behind her for a messenger to retrieve. For the first time in her memory, Elena felt a strange feeling. Her heart began to beat faster. She began to grow hot and sweat. Her hands shook and trembled slightly. Her eyes glanced at Yada, but she could not hold her gaze. She felt uncomfortable, nervous even. She experienced shame when she looked at Yada, and guilt when she thought about the message she sent her master. She could not bear these unfamiliar feelings, so she buried them and focused on the task at hand. They rode in silence for a couple hours or so, concentrating on traveling as fast as possible. Once the horses began to tire, they stopped to feed and water them. In an effort to understand Yada more, Elena tried to think of something to talk about while they sat and ate. Elena respected strength, and Yada had it in excess.
Why did you risk yourself for me?
I didn't only save you for Nabiri's sake, if that's what you're wondering. That was part of it, though. Also, you were placed under my command and were my responsibility. Lastly, I know you may not be used to things like selflessness, loyalty, trust, and friends, but these are things that myself, Nabiri, Gasha, and Cal's bonds are built on. It is a natural part of our lives. You are part of that group now.
I see. I am only used to people doing things for others because of what they'd get in return. No one I know does anything for free. I've seen fathers and mothers sell their own children for an ounce of gain. You probably know nothing of that, since you grew up in a palace. Our lives are very different.
You are misinformed about my life, young Elena. You forget I am a warrior and have been one my entire life. I don't assume that you are a coward just because you have been an assassin your entire life. I know nothing of that way. But you assume that I am unaccustomed to pain and loss because my father is king and my mother is queen.
Yada turned her gaze to Elena, and with a most serious tone, she expounded.
For a Shemaimian warrior to be allowed to fight their first battle, they must have their resolve measured. Do you have any idea how that resolve is measured?
I do not.
It is measured with the knife and the saliva of a Bane fox. Are you familiar with this creature?
I am. Its saliva is excruciatingly painful if it breaks the skin, but the pain is concentrated in the area of the wound. We used it for extracting information out of someone, without killing them. It's so painful that you wish you were dead.
We receive a small cut with a knife bathed in Bane fox saliva, and we have to spar with our unit leader for 2 minutes. Once the 2 minutes are up, that is considered won. We then receive another cut and have to spar with both wounds for yet another 2 minutes. That is counted as 2. In other words, if we quit after 1, then our resolve is measured at 1. Can you guess the measure of my resolve?
I've seen you in battle, so I'd say 4. A resolve of 4.
I passed out a 7.
Elena gasped.
Young Elena, do you know my age at my first battle?
14?
I was 10 summers old. Clan Qatar raided a small village, slaying all of the adults. Then they took the children as slaves. I defeated 3 warriors from Clan Qatar before getting my back cut open and knocked out from a kick in the head by a horse. It took 40 stitches and a couple of weeks before I was able to walk again. All of our warriors' resolve, endurance, combat awareness, trust, skill, and bravery are tested in similar ways. All of these tests are mandatory before entering combat. I have had to fight just as much as you have in life. We may have had to fight in different ways, but we are both fighters. The only difference is that you were raised to kill without compassion for the sake of orders that comes from gold, and I was raised to kill only when necessary for the sake of protecting someone that comes from love.
Can I tell you something, Yada?
You may.
My mother, I can still remember her. I was 5 when I was taken from her. I remember glimpses of it. I remember her voice, her last words. She stood in front of me and told me to run, then turned to face the assassins alone. I didn't run. I was too terrified. I don't remember anything after that. I've never told anyone that before. You remind me of her.
Both of them were nervous. Yada was astounded by Elena's words. She didn't want to make Elena regret opening up to her by letting the silence dwell for too long.
You show me great honor with those words. I suppose if I had a daughter, she'd be as stubborn and as fiery as you. And as smart.
Elena tried to contain her smile, but it broke like daybreak.
Why do you resist Nibiri so?
I could ask you the same question.
Elena, I am serious.
So am I.
Yada's eyes drifted as she gathered her thoughts.
I do not resist him.
Then why are you two not married? Do you not see him as nothing more than a good friend? I don't know much about romance, but you two seem like a good match. I guess you have plenty of suitors, and Nibiri isn't a prince or royalty. Are you not allowed to be with him? Is that why?
Our laws and customs permit me to marry whomever I wish.
So why are you not married?
Yada, with a downcast look on her face, answered.
He hasn't asked me.
Maybe he doesn't know that you would say yes. Well, maybe he doesn't think he'd beat out the competitors. I'm sure you have many men after you.
He's too observant to not know, and I refuse to throw myself at him or beg him. I don't have many suitors, though. The little that I do have want me for my position. Power-hungry idiots, enslaved by their own lust for approval and influence. They want to be the future king. They could care less about me.
Why don't you have many suitors? I mean, you're beautiful, brave, smart, and you're good with a sword.
In order for a man to marry me, there is an order, a process he must go through. Our customs demands it.
Well, make new customs.
I will not. This custom must stay. I believe in it.
Tell me about it.
Firstly, both my father and mother have to approve of him. Once approved, he has to ask them, not for my hand in marriage, but for the right to challenge me for it.
Challenge you for it?
All of the women in my bloodline only wed the man who can beat her in the contest of her choosing. My great-grandmother chose a horse race through the great forest. My grandmother chose a contest of strength of will. My mother chose a contest of wits. My sister chose a spear-throwing contest. And the contest of my choosing is a fight.
Combat? Beating you in a fight? With weapons?
Yes.
I see why you have so few suitors. Who would be brave enough to challenge you in a fight?
A few have asked my parents, but they have only approved of 2. Both men challenged me, but I accepted neither's challenge. If I did accept a man's challenge, they would have to beat me in combat with their weapon of choice. If they won, their reward would not be my hand in marriage, but the right to ask me for it. I still could say no.
Why not just let the man you wish to marry win? That's what I would do.
It is disgraceful to do so. Women in my family are very devoted to their husbands. We are willing to follow them down whatever path they take, even if it means death. So, we must make sure we trust that man completely. We must trust his heart, his mind, and his leadership. I have not met every single man in this world. Of the men I know of, my father and Nibiri are the only men I completely trust.
Well, maybe there is another man out there.
Maybe.
But you do not want another, do you?
With a proud look, Yada responded,
I do not.
Maybe he doesn't see you that way. Maybe he doesn't want to lose your friendship. You two are great friends.
Maybe you're right, and I'm okay with that. I don't absolutely need to marry. My value is not in such things. So what about you, young Elena? Why do you resist Nibiri? He saved your life, did he not?
Not yet. The congregation does not allow its members to simply leave. Death is the only way out. They will hunt me down and kill me.
Nibiri does nothing without a plan. I'm sure he can protect you. We all will protect you. Let the assassins come. We will slay them one by one until they are no more.
Seeing you, Nibiri, and Gasha in battle was a sight to behold. You are a formidable group, but the congregation is no army. They fight in the shadows and are everywhere. Rosh is their leader, and he is a different creature. I'm not sure if you, Nibiri, and Gasha could defeat him in a 3-on-1 battle to the death.
You will learn something that I learned years ago, young Elena. Never underestimate Nibiri. He always seems to find a way. Besides, you owe him that much. He saved your life.
Who knows why he saved me? He could have done that for his own selfish gain.
His own selfish gain? You know that's not true. Your lies are guardians that try with all their might to protect your heart from the pain of disappointment. I was a fool to think that you'd actually command them to let me in.
Filled with dissatisfaction, Yada shook her head and stood up.
We should continue. The horses seem rested well enough.
Elena was full of regret, but she did not speak a word. They rode with purpose once more, but stopped when they came across a traveling merchant, whom Elena begged Yada to stop for. He had fabrics, elixirs of many kinds, and some weapons. Elena bought some daggers from him, and they continued until nightfall, then stopped to make camp for a few hours. They agreed to take turns on watch duty. On the first watch, Elena opened a note the merchant slipped to her. It read,
New orders. Continue to assist the foolish sheep you are assigned to and gather as much information as you can. Travel with them to Shamayim. Do what you must to gain their trust. I need you in the palace. Plans are laid for our continued expansion. Once you are in the palace, my plan will unfold, and you will have your chance to complete your mission. During the chaos, make sure you are close to the former princess. Your mission is to introduce Yada to the cold embrace. As always, you fail, you die.
There's a yearning in me, there's a burning in me. I'm hoping for something more. My future is waiting patiently in front of me. I will